Good afternoon. It is Saturday, March 9th, and it is currently 4:26 in the afternoon, and we are getting started for the day. Just got the car washed, all cleaned up, ready to go, and we are ready to hit the road. I'm going to turn the app on, and as we drive into town, see if we get any rides. Let's see, everything remains the same as it was yesterday. $3 per mile auto accept is on, dollar per mile minimums. I do have all my areas are active right now. I'm going to keep those on active until probably, I don't know, 7, 8 o'clock, unless I get downtown without getting a ride. If I get downtown without getting a ride, then I'll turn them off just so I can stay down there and not have to do the back and forth stuff. So we'll see what happens. But right now everything is current and active and everything is on. So with that, let's turn everything on. All right, we are live. I'm gonna start making my way out of here and over to the freeway and start heading out of here and heading towards the grid, and we'll see what happens. I am hoping for a repeat of last night. Actually, if I can hit 336 tonight, I will reach my goal for the month in my first week of the month, and after that it's all gravy for me. So that's the plan for tonight. The goal is 336, and we'll be out late, so I think that's going to be a doable goal for me tonight, especially considering what happened last night. What was it, 282 at the end of the night? I think it's possible. We'll see, because I'm getting an hour's earlier start than last night. So if I can crank out some rides here quick and fast and get some good miles in, I think we'll be able to get it. So we'll see what happens. Anyway, almost on the freeway here. I'm gonna cruise on down and see what happens, and I will update once I get a ride. All right, got the first ride. Waiting here for Darius right now. Man, the Uber app cracks me up. I am driving, for example, westbound on Highway 50, and they're throwing me rides that are like 5, 6, almost 8 miles behind me to go pick up. No, why? I'm driving away from the area. Why are you going to start throwing rides at me like that? And a couple of them came through on Trip Radar, which I ignored, and then they pop up on my screen to go back. I'm not going to go back. That is bad asset management from Uber, we'll say. It's ridiculous, and they consistently does that all the time, which I don't understand why they can't figure it out. That if you see a car driving away from the area, which I'm assuming they can, they should know not to throw rides like that. But I guess, you know what? There may be drivers out there that'll turn around and go back 8 miles for a $5.75 ride. I'm sure there are, and I don't know why, but I'm sure that there are. Anyway, waiting for Darius here to show up. Looks like he's almost here, so I will I'll check back in a little bit. I think I forgot to mention, started the night at 85% on the battery, which should be plenty for the whole night, and we'll see how that goes. I'm not worried about the juice on the battery tonight. I think I'll be pretty much in town for most of the night, so it should be fine. But last night, if you watched the video last night, which I'll link right here, I canceled the ride because I showed up and they had 5 riders, 5 passengers, and I can't squeeze them in. And if you recall, and if you didn't watch, I'll tell you anyway. Anyway, I canceled the ride and I didn't get a cancellation fee, which I think is kind of fucked up on Uber's part, because if I'm showing up and there's too many riders and I'm there, that should just be an automatic that I get a cancel. especially if they can see that I'm at the pickup location when I do it. So anyway, I told the passenger, the guy that ordered the ride, he needed to cancel it, and I waited, and he didn't do it, and it was like right at the peak time of the night, and I was like, well, I can't wait for this dipshit to do it. So I canceled the ride, and of course, for too many riders, and I didn't get a cancel fee. So today I contacted support and told them, what the situation was, and fortunately, I got a cancel fee out of it, which I appreciate. But going forward, I said, if this happens again, should I have the passenger cancel it, or should I cancel it? And they said it's better if the rider cancels it if I'm there, because then they'll get charged the cancellation fee automatically, and I'll get it, get my cut of that. So, word to the wise: if you show up too many passengers, make the passenger cancel the ride so you get your cancel fee, and then you don't have to go through the hassle. It's not really a hassle, but going through Uber support to get it cleared up. The nice thing, I'll say this about this whole diamond platinum thing, is the support access. I've said it once before, that having the direct access to English speaking support is phenomenal, and it really helps resolve situations quickly, and you're not dealing with someone who's like reading off a script, which is just annoying as all get out. And you just seem to get a little bit better care from them to get stuff resolved quickly and easily, which is fine. And going forward, word to the wise: make the passenger cancel. Don't do it for them, because that way you're basically gypping yourself out of a cancel fee, especially if you're showing up at the location and there's too many riders. That should just be an automatic thing. So we'll see. Anyway, that's what's going on right now. I just got done dropping off someone, and I'm waiting here for another ride. I think I may, as you can see right now, I'm eating an east. Oh, there we go. I will take that. Let's see if I get this ride. That's a good ride. Come on. It's like trying to win the lottery sometimes on these matches. So there we go. Sweet. Oh, that's a different one. I'll take that one too. I would have liked the other ride better, but I'll take this. All right, let's go get a Susie with a ZY, and get rolling. All right, I'll be back. Well, I got another ride here at the train station, and it's going to Citrus Heights, which in the Para app was turned off. So I don't know how or why it got basically it didn't kick it out, but it didn't. So I'm gonna be driving out to Citrus Heights, which is not where I want to go, but it's all right. It's still early in the night, and I'll be able to get back down here pretty easy. Hopefully I get a ride that brings me back down here, but otherwise I may have to turn off Para and then turn it back on again just to get it to reset, maybe. I don't know. But last night it did the same thing on 2 rides. It didn't kick out a couple rides that it should have. It worked out, but in the long run I wanted to do what it's supposed to do, and that's to kick out these rides going places that I don't want to go. So we'll see. I'm gonna have to, like I said, maybe turn it off and turn it back on, reset it so it works the way it's supposed to. But anyway, we're gonna go pick up David here at the train station and drive him out to Citrus Heights. Decent ride. I think it's like a $16 ride. So I'm not upset about that, and it's paying pretty good. Let's see if we can see it on Para. Refresh. That's it right there, $15.26. And you can see right there it has the auto decline with the red circle. It should have kicked that ride out, but it didn't. So there may be a problem with Para right now on some of these rides, and that happens from time to time with them, because maybe I need to update the app. I'm not sure, but we'll figure it out. But anyway, that's the ride I'm going to right now, and we're going to pick him up and take him out to Citrus Heights, and then I'll just come back. Probably, if I don't get a ride, I'm going to deadhead it back in here. See, 82 cents. What the hell? Oh no, that's a different ride. Huh. All right, well, we'll see. All right, let me go get David. All right, well, I turned off the Para app right now just so I can catch a ride out here, maybe, and get something going back downtown. But honestly, I think I'm going to end up deadheading it back in to town, which not ideal, but it's not the end of the world in the grand scheme of things. But hopefully, I can catch a ride. That would be the best option at this point in time. So we'll see what happens. I think Para didn't pick up that ride because it was an assist ride, as opposed to like a normal ride, and maybe that's why. I didn't have to do anything. The lady had her son with him. Her son was with her, and so I didn't. It wasn't anything, but I think maybe because it was an Uber assist ride is why Para didn't kick it out, because it's only looking at, I don't know, it really doesn't look at whether it's an X or a Comfort or anything like that. It just looks at the location. At least it's supposed to. But yeah, it did not catch that ride, which is really weird. This was a great ride that got kicked out right here. $44 for 44 miles to Wheatland, and that had multiple stops too, which is just crazy. Multiple stop ride going to Wheatland. Yeah, no thanks. Not interested in that at all. And this one got kicked out. Why? Outside of my ride area. So Para saw that I was not in my normal area, and it kicked it out already. So Para's gonna keep kicking out rides on me right now while I'm here, because I don't have anything turned on out here. So I'm gonna have to hightail it back downtown, get back in my area, and so I can start getting some rides again. But it's gonna be a long deadhead back into town. So all right, I'm gonna do that, and I will be back. So I was thinking, let's talk a little bit about the benefits of driving an EV, and this is one right now. The simple fact that it's not a big deal for me. It's really about time more than anything for me to drive back downtown, which is, another 15 miles of just deadhead driving. But the cost to me is minimal because I'm in an EV. If I was in an ICE vehicle, no way. I would not be doing this. Not at the current price of fuel, and it just that's just burning money to do that for no benefit. So because my cost to operate this vehicle is so low, considering what it takes to charge it, doing this deadhead back into town is, I don't like it, but it's not something that I would never, it's not something that I wouldn't consider if the situation like this occurred again. Because just like going to the airport and not wanting to sit in the queue after the drop off, right? To drive back into the grid is, a 10-12 mile drive of nothing. But because I'm in an EV, I can do that, and it doesn't financially, it's not that big of an impact. I mean, yeah, it's burning up juice in the battery for sure, but I mean, if I lose 1 or 2% on the battery to make that drive, it's not the end of the world for me. And that cost, as far as what it costs to put that 1 or 2% back in, is so minimal that it doesn't really matter in the grand scheme of things to operate the vehicle. So having an EV to do this job is by far the most superior way to do it if you can afford to have the EV. I mean, if you go and buy a used Tesla, you're ahead of the ball game. And today, I was looking at their inventory, Tesla's inventory, and they've got Model Ys for under 40,000 with the rebate already. With the rebate applied, it's under 40 grand. It's like 36,000, 39,000 for a brand new Tesla. I mean, that's kind of a screaming deal right now on a Model Y long range. That's a heck of a deal. And on top of that, they have you're gonna get 5,000 miles of free supercharging on top of that. So they're pretty competitive right now in the market. If you're even thinking about getting an EV to do Uber, or just have an EV in general, it's hard to beat right now what Tesla's got going on, let alone the reliability of their supercharger network. The cars are phenomenal. They're well built, as I've said before. I mean, it's kind of a no-brainer when it comes to this. I would not rent one to do this job because I don't think that's a very cost-effective way to use the car, is to rent it. Because at $400, I think it's like $400 a week, you're better off having your own, paying the monthly payment, which, let's just say it's $600, $700 a month, and you get to write off the depreciation on your taxes, and you get the benefit of the tax benefit as well. I mean, it's kind of I think it's a great situation to put yourself in if it works for you. If you can charge at home, this is the way to go. If you can't charge at home, then obviously a hybrid is your best choice, without question. An EV is not your best solution. So, something to consider. I'm a huge advocate for using any EV when it comes to this job, just because it is such a cost-effective way to operate, way better than an ICE vehicle when it comes to doing Uber. I wish that there was a van, a larger vehicle that you could do XL as an EV. I'm sure it's coming, but that would be a game changer for me personally, because I would jump on that. To get XL rates and have an EV to do it, you would make way more money going that route than driving just a straight, regular EV doing non-XL. Anyway, I'm gonna make my way back downtown. I may hit the pause button for a minute and eat some dinner, and then get back at it here. It's almost 7 o'clock, so it's gonna start getting busy with people moving around, going to dinner and stuff like that, and I want to be ready for that once I get back down there. So I think that's gonna be the plan. But in the meantime, I will be back with further updates on my night. Man, I don't know what it is, but I just keep ending up out here in East Sac. It's like every ride is taking me out here. It's not a bad thing, but I keep trying to get back into the grid and bounce around down there, and I keep getting these rides that are taking me out here. Now, granted, I'm accepting the rides, but it just seems Uber's got me like I'm the guy in East Sac tonight, taking everyone back home. It's like no one else down here taking rides out here. It's just weird. But anyway, it's been a pretty good night. I've been consistent. I had one little pause, break in action for a little bit, but then it's been just kind of turned back on again. So it's going all right. As long as I keep the wheels moving, I'll be happy. And speak of the devil, there we go. We'll take that one. But yeah, it's been consistent and good paying rides. Just been really hitting the mark. So All right, let's go pick up Ed and keep this night going. I will be back in a little bit. Man, there's nothing like spicing up a Saturday night with two crackheads in your back seat arguing and telling each other what pieces of shit they are. Unbelievable. I could not get them out of my car fucking fast enough. It was ridiculous. Alright, we'll take that. Man, that was just horrific. Alright, let's go pick up Julia. Hopefully she's got to be a better passenger than the two idiots I just had. Alright, we'll be back. Well, we have hit the witching hour here, and the offers are coming through, but they're all shitty for me because they're all going places I don't go. So we'll just let this play out and see what happens. Maybe we'll get a good one. That's close, but not quite. If I get one to Folsom or Rancho, that's close too. Just gotta see how this plays out. No, I only go to Thomas. I just came back from there. I can do that. I'll do this one. That's a quick little drop. Yeah, 6 minutes up. Right back down here, I can do that. That's a quick up and back. That'll keep me in the zone. All right, let's go do this and I'll be back. All right, back in the garage. And that's a wrap for tonight, wrap for the week. Busy night. Man, it was a great night. Just had some complications with Para not blocking some rides that it should have. I'm gonna have to figure that one out. Maybe it needs an update. I don't know, but we didn't figure that one out. But otherwise, turned out to be a pretty decent night, I think. So let's take a look at the numbers. Oh, by the way, finished with 12% on the battery. Started, I think I said like 85, 83, something like that. So did some serious miles tonight for sure. So we'll see what that turns out to be. I'll put those numbers up on the screen as well as the other averages. But let's take a look at the bottom line for tonight. Woo! Nice. Actually, I think that would put me $3 or something like that short of my month goal within the first week. Yeah, I think I'm gonna be like $3 or $4 short for my monthly goal this week. So if I knock out my monthly goal in the first week, that means everything else after this is gravy for me, and I'll take it. So maybe I'll get a couple tips here in the morning or something like that and get this up. If I get three more, I think it's $3 more in tips, I'll be set. But anyway, great night, very happy with that. Let's get this out of the way. Let's see what we had. Hey, move. There we go. 27 active, 43 online, 128 trips for the week. Pretty good. Busy. I like it. Not bad. Not bad at all. I'll take it. So I'll put the numbers up for the rest of everything else, and I'll even put up the weekly numbers for what I did so you can see that. But yeah, I'll be back out next week, which would be, I think it's going to be Tuesday or Wednesday of next week. I definitely will do Thursday and Friday. I don't know if I'm going to drive Saturday or not, but we'll see. I'll update as I go. But anyway, thanks for watching. Like and subscribe. Leave a comment if you need to or want to. And I'll see you next time.